Greetings, YouTube. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. Back playing some more of Judith Plains, Montana. Here on Farming Simulator 25. I don't know what happened with the audio issue there at the end of the last one, but we were right at the end of the video, so... It's working now, though. I don't know what that was. Apparently it was the game, though. So... I don't know. I don't know. Blame it on the weather. Seems like the right thing to do. It just started. It sounded like. Have you guys ever seen the 1993 Beverly Hillbillies movie? With Jim Varney.
It's been a while, but yeah.
Remember when they hooked Granny up and they were giving her electroshock therapy? That's kind of what the stream sounded like, or what the game audio sounded like. He's like me. Apparently you can watch that movie free on YouTube now. I've been wanting to watch that for a while, and I watched it the other day. It's free with ads, but still, it's there. And I didn't realize this, though, but Ellie Mae, you know Ellie Mae Clampett, she was on Baywatch. Can't remember her real name. I can't even pronounce her name, even if I was reading it. Erica something, Elenic or something like that. David Hasselhoff, is he still alive?
Believe so.
Can't keep track of who's alive and who's not anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I thought the audio done dropped out again. Old man's thinking ya. I was like, where'd the audio go? Carmen Electra? Was she on Baywatch too? No, I'm not talking about Carmen Electra. Let me see if I can find her picture here. Try to find the Baywatch picture here. So you'll know who I'm talking about. No, not Pamela Anderson. Although she did something in public. I don't know if she was at some kind of like red carpet event or something like that, but apparently she's wearing makeup again. You know, she stopped wearing makeup there for a minute. Let's see. Or every time you click on an image, that has text in it. All right, I'm gonna put these in Discord. So here's Ellie. Here's her as Ellie Mae Clampett, and then here's her on Baywatch. I still can't say her name. Erica. Eleniak, maybe. That's her. Was Carmen Electra on Baywatch? I don't remember her being on Baywatch. Let's see, who was on there? Okay, so there was David Hasselhoff, Pamela Anderson, Yasmin Bleeth. That's the other one I'm thinking of. Yasmin Bleeth. You bet Brian can say her name? We'll have to test that out sometime. Nicole Eggert, Erica Eleniak, Carmen Electra was on Baywatch. Look at that. Alexander Paul, Ina Lee Nolan, Brooke Burns, Randy Roderick, Alex Bridges, Allen, Donna DeErico, maybe. Jade. I don't remember some of these. Michelle Williams. Was Michelle Williams on there? I guess she was just on there as she wasn't a lifeguard. She was just on there as a guest star. Might have been a one-time thing. Like a one-episode thing. Michelle Williams, she actually played, I think she's the one that played Glinda the Good Witch in Oz the Great and Powerful. I'm not all about the new Wizard of Oz stuff. Y'all see that? The new Wizard of Oz stuff they're doing?
The one with Ariana Grande?
It's the one that, first it was Wicked.
Oh yeah, I didn't see Wicked.
I didn't either. It's kind of like a Broadway musical type thing, and I'm not all about that. But apparently they're doing a Wicked where it's more focused on like the actual Wizard of Oz. And they showed off like the Cowardly Lion and all that stuff. It looks weird. Good morning, Positive Pizza Power. How's it going? Gotta say though, Michelle Williams as Glinda the Good Witch, she's pretty hot as Glinda the Good Witch. I never thought I'd say that about Glinda the Good Witch from the North on the Wizard of Oz, but She played Glinda in the Oz the Great and Powerful. I imagine Baywatch was probably kind of like MASH. You know, a lot of actors probably got their start with Baywatch like they did on MASH. Okay, I just saved the game because I don't know if you can hear that thunder.
Yeah, that was.
Inserted in
Yeah.
TeamSpeak finally.
The lights kind of flickered. I'm like,
You don't want to pull a John?
save the game. No, not yet. Not until it like strikes. One time it struck. I wasn't streaming. I was playing, but it struck, and it was one of those things where there wasn't a lot of thunder before then. To kind of lead up to it, it just kind of struck, and I guess it struck close because it threw the breaker. Like I heard a pop. And I was like, oh man, it hit the house, and it might have, but it threw the breaker, and I thought, man, I went in the living room, and the lamp wouldn't come on or anything and stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna have to replace that bulb or something like that. And I got to thinking about it. I said I heard that pop. I said, let me check the breakers just to be sure. And sure enough, it threw a breaker. It does that whenever there's an overload of electricity.
Got a battery backup for your computer?
Nope. Front yard got hit by a lightning bolt once. Fried a lot of stuff. I don't know where it hit. It might have hit one of the trees out there, but it hit close. Cause it might have hit the power pole. Cause it definitely tripped one of my breakers. It caused an overload.
I think if it hit the house for you, not something else would be fried.
Yeah, I would think, okay, if it hit the house, I might be missing some shingles, or there might be a bar, or, something like that. It may have just hit the power pole or something. Yeah. I don't know, pull some brake guard up here again. I think it's going to be about like before. Oh, I got full, didn't I? I need to pay attention to that, I guess. I think we'll have a little bit of thunder and some heavy rain, and then it's supposed to be just like regular rain afterwards, I think.
It's supposed to get rain, but I don't know how bad it's still gonna be. Oh, Max, the custom finally said that their baler's finally in game.
Yeah. Saw the picture they posted. They got the baler in there, the case planter.
160. I think that might be an 80-foot planter. That baler is gonna be sure nice whenever it comes out in the next year or so.
Oh, here. Oh.
Fancy Boy's new big dairy farm kind of looks good.
Hmm. What is the hardest crop to plant, and what is the easiest crop to plant in Farming Simulator? I'd say the easiest one to plant probably would be soybeans. Hardest one to plant?
Probably be your carrots or your vegetables.
I'd say, well, it depends on if you include grapes and olives and stuff like that in there.
I will say rice.
Yeah, rice is kind of depends on if you have the GMO rice or not, like we got.
I would just say the vegetable stuff because you always gotta have a trailer underneath that harvester to run.
Yeah, I think he's talking about planting them. Like, what's the hardest and what's the easiest to plant? Oh, that rain's coming down. Should have pulled my truck out of the garage and let it give it a good wash. It's supposed to rain all this next week. I'll have it parked at work. It'll wash it then. Morning, Scully. Pretty good day. Storming a little bit here, but pretty good so far. We got a big harvest going on. This is our first big harvest in Judith Plains.
These cattle on the red farm, they hold quite a bit of feed.
You gonna do both sides?
The cattle?
Uh-huh.
Right now I'm only doing the one that has the harvester on it. Eventually, yeah, I'm gonna do both.
Not any farms with any like built-in horse things, is there?
I haven't found any now. I was telling an old man earlier, I kind of been liking that the 65-foot Seed Hawk from BC Bueller.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad pair with the 1156.
Yeah, the grass ones are pretty easy to plant. I didn't have to mulch the clover or anything for it to regrow. It just regrew. You can't grass roll it, but all I did was put a one thing of fert down on it, and it regrew on its own.
With those, at least for me, I've rolled before it got to the first growth stage.
On the clover?
Yeah, once I re-drilled it.
Oh. Yeah, re-drilling it and then field rolling it, yeah. Somebody asked DJ online, was clover and alfalfa the same process as grass? As far as like grass rolling it and stuff like that. And he said it was exactly like grass. That's not entirely true because you can't grass roll it. We tried to grass roll it here and it had no effect. Normally when you cut your grass, you go pick it up, get it out of the field, and then go back behind it and grass roll it, and then put your grass back in a fully fertilized state. Then it used to kick it up a growth state. I guess that's still true. But the clover and the alfalfa, no, grass rolling it does not matter. Do we own any trees, old man?
I don't think so.
I don't think we own any land with trees on them. There might be one or two in these like open lots that we bought. Might be one or two down here. I think there's maybe one or two over here on that open lot. But no, I don't think so. There might be some off of field 50 there that we own. A lot of trees down here on this prairie land down here though. But to buy, let's see, to buy the towns, moccasin cost, it's actually not that much. It's 668,000 for that, for the town of Moccasin. And then Hobson is more. Yeah, Hobson's 1.8 million. I wonder why that one's so expensive. There's another open lot up here. I guess I need to go take a look at that at some point. It's only 174,000. The rest of them are kind of up there. There's some open lots on the east side of the map, but they're a little more expensive. 444,000. 257,000. That one's not too bad. There's some forest areas. 1.1 million.
42 is almost half a mil.
Where's 42 at?
It's on the east side next to 61.
Oh yeah, that lot there. And then that's part of that big one. It's $8.6 million.
Even 143 which is south of 61, is expensive.
Yeah. That's where all the rich people live at, on the east side. Us poor folk, we live in the north and in the west. Yeah, let me make this quick. We grow up as poor farmers on the west side. We own quite a bit down there. It'd be nice if I could mow around this field, but I don't think we can even mow around this field. No, that's part of that prairie lands. You don't own the grass around your field.
That would be nice if you did.
Yeah. Then you could come through with the windrower and just mow it and pick it up and take it on to the harvester. I wonder if I'm going to have to restart the game. Let me restart the game before I leave TeamSpeak. Hang on. Gotta save the game again, old man. If you can hear me. I guarantee you, if I quit the game and relaunch it, it'll fix the problem. So we're gonna go back to that screen right there. Yep. See, it's already fixed it. I'll turn the audio back on. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, see, you guys are fine. Actually, I didn't have to relaunch the game. I just had to quit the game. I'm relaunching it now. That's weird. I'm just gonna click on the left screen here. Wonder if the weather is having an effect on it or something. I don't know. That is weird. Let me shut that off. Something going on with the map, I think. I hate to say that. Let me quit the game again. I'm gonna actually reload the game. Yeah, see when it got back to the menu there, Let me like reload the entire game. Launch Farm Simulator. Because all I did this last time was get out, got back to the main menu, and it quit making that sound. I don't know what's going on with that. I hope it's not the map. I hope it's not like an audio issue with the map. Wonder what it could be. Alright, we'll load it up again here and see if it works. Alright. Turn the audio back on. I would think if it was something in my computer that it would keep doing it. Like even when I go back to the main menu. This seems to be just when I load the map. Or when I get into the map.
Yeah, you were just roboting for a split second there in TeamSpeak.
Was I? Maybe it is the weather. Go away, weather. Go away, storms. Okay, it's not doing it now. Back to normal. Near the combine. That is so weird. You've had the same issue since the last update. Uh-oh. The audio cuts out randomly and fixes it if I relaunch the game. Yep, that's the second time I've had to relaunch the game. Sounds like they need another update. They try to fix one thing and then they break something else. Did that happen one time? Only the one. And it was in single player, so it's not a multiplayer thing, I don't think. Sounds like it might be the game itself. Time for another Giants update. See what they break this time.
Wonder when 110 is going to be coming out, because that's what they said when they put a video about the Prairie and Plains DLC.
They already got 110 in the works.
Apparently, yeah.
You only play single player, so it's definitely the game, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking it shouldn't be my computer. Hopefully they'll get that fixed. I'm sorry that I'm looking at the meter over here when it does that for the game audio and for the well, for you guys, and it just maxes out that meter, so it's got to be loud and annoying for you guys too. So sorry to you guys on Twitch, sorry to you guys on YouTube. It's not me. Don't what's the saying? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Is that the saying? I don't know. Isn't that the thing? I don't know. I'm not hip with the kids. Or is it don't hate the game, hate the player? No, I think it's the other way around. I think it's don't hate the player, hate the game. Apparently, there's some decent money in soybean straw. Not like the greatest, but better than just regular straw.
Well, we got a lot of it.
Yeah, we got a lot of it. Looks like it peaks at, according to that, it peaks in January at 127, but it may go for more than that. What about the corn? Oh, I hate this new system. Every time you hit one of the left or right buttons on the D-pad, it either wants to switch the tabs at the top or something like that. They need to fix that. The user interface for this whole menu right here is horrible. Looks like soybean straw, you get more for soybean straw than you do for cornstalk straw. We need to upgrade to at least some Class 7 combines.
Yeah, 7000 series case for you guys to upgrade to as well.
Let's see, the 7,000. That's actually a Class 8 combine.
Thought that's how Case did their numbering.
No. Class, it depends on the horsepower. Class 7 combine is 360 horsepower to 500 horsepower. And then a Class 8 combine is 500 horsepower to 600 horsepower.
The 7150 is 449.
Maybe I'm looking at the ones we got. Let's see. Harvesters. So the in-game 7150. Yeah, 449. So I guess that would make it a class 7. Ours, I think, is a class 8. So we'll go down to that one. Where is it at? That's not it. Is that it? Yeah. Ours goes up to 517 horsepower. So that makes it a class 8. We get a bunch. Guess we could just skip the class 7s and go to the class 8s straight away. Then we could get the 7150, the S7, the ideals, the 8T ideals, or the Kloss Trion, I think it's Trion. Ours have been modified lately. He's actually working on a new mod pack right now. Working on number 17.
I think my next combine might be the next set.
Really? There was a big to do about that combine, about that whole pack, and then it had issues with planting and stuff.
I usually only use it for harvesting if I ever use it.
So if we upgrade these, old man, if we upgrade these combines from this to what our class 7s are, we go from 7.5 meter headers that we've got right now to 9.2 meter headers if we go with the next class. If we skip the class and go on up to the next one, we'll be able to have 12 12.5 12 to 12.5 meter headers. And then when we get to the big ones, we'll probably do 16 on them.
Sounds like it would work.
Just skip that next class.
Oh, yes.
Plus,
hate
plus we get more capacity.
Yeah, and I'd hate to get rid of the cleaner, but man, this field's taking a while.
It takes a minute. And just imagine when we merge these together. There will be some areas restricted to where we can't do that. But, I mean, these fields will at least double in size for a lot of them. Some of them, you know, are set up to where they have creeks running through them or something like that, and then we won't touch them. But the ones up north, especially, like just using them for an example, where there's not a highway running through them, you know those can be merged together. But if there's a road, like up here, I talked about this in one of the YouTube videos. We bought Field 101 and 140. The road that separates 10, what is that? What field is that? 106? Yeah, the road that separates 106 and 140 that we bought, it's got a sign right down at the end of it, right out in the middle there. So we could never really merge, we could never take that road out because it has that sign on it. I tried to hide the sign even in single player. You can't even hide it in single player. I guess I don't know if they did something with that where you couldn't do it, but you can't do it. Even if you could though, signs are the one thing that comes back in multiplayer. So maybe whoever did the hide objects mod set it to where if it's turns into a non-collidable in multiplayer, then you can't hide it in single player. No commands. Don't have any. Yeah, we just about got this field though.
Yeah, it's almost done.
Then we can either go get the little field down there in the corner and then get the last big one, or do the big one and then get the little one.
I say we get the big one out of the way first.
Okay.
Or one of us goes down and gets the little one and the other one starts the bigger one, and then...
If you want to start on the big one, I'll go hit that little one real quick.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably just go hit the corn after that, because the only corn header I got was for this massing. I have had some issues with some of the contracts though. And it's different contracts. So it's like cultivating contracts, spraying contracts. It'll be there in the list. I'll even reload the game. It'll still be there in the list, and then when I go to do it, like it doesn't cultivate or it won't spray. You can use your spray, but it won't actually apply to the field. Those I just cancel out and move on. I wonder if that's why DJ made this covered bridge phase throughable. So you can still take your big equipment across it. It totally goes across it.
Well, I was just thinking that you're not going to be able to get any big equipment through there
No.
if it wasn't.
Probably not even a semi.
Probably not. I'm kind of shocked that he put it in, but I mean, I guess maybe that's why he made it phase throughable, so you could still get your equipment through there. I don't know. Can you still mow the grass in November?
They should be able to.
Different color now.
You can mow the grass all year round.
All year.
Yep.
It just only grows not in the winter.
And your plant season for grass ends in November.
Like, we've got some fields up there. We've got alfalfa and clover and grass, all to mow up north there. And I guess I could hit these fields down here one more time. With these open lots that have grass in them. there's at least one tree down here that we could cut. One right there. Assuming we own that. Got a lot of corn down here. That grass looks ready too. It's brown, but it looks like it's taller. Or you could probably mow it again. Wonder if it'll drop brown or will it drop green? Well, found a tree that needs to go.
Oh, yep. It definitely needs to go.
Wonder if we can even cut it. Oh yeah, we got the trigger for it. We can at least cut that one. Boy, it's right up against the border though. We might want to brooks that one out. Yeah, some of the limbs are even in the border. We'll probably want to brooks that one. Or just delete it maybe. Probably just delete it. That'd be the safest thing to do, otherwise it'll go weird. Cause it's kind of stuck in the border there. I'm just gonna delete it. If I can. I don't know that I can. Not giving me the delete option. I do have lumberjack loaded.
Did you hit your alt
Yeah.
twice?
Yeah, I just did. So there it is, it's on. I'm just not getting the red circle, you know? Oh wait, I'm getting it up there on that limb. I wonder if that would work. Yep, that did it. It's gone. Icky beans. Yeah, that one was kind of... Even this little small Massey wouldn't go under it. I have another one back there I may have to get rid of later. playing FS19. That was a fun one. We had fields of Madison County and all the CAS maps that we played. Old Country Life. Back when County Line was still really good. That's the map that Griffin, Indiana came out on. Or the game that Griffin, Indiana came out on. When it came out for 22, the train was broken, I think. I was gonna say, I cannot even read that. That's yeah. Yeah, Traxie, she knew she would fall off the arm of the chair all the time, but she never would get on the keyboard. She was a really good cat.
How's she doing?
She passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she passed away. It was back in the... When was that? That was back in the winter, I think, sometime.
Wow. Sorry, man.
Yeah, she was living with my dad though. She was his cat then, and she was living her best life. She was eating biscuits and tuna and all kinds of good stuff. She'd be up here all the time sleeping on the arm of the chair, and then you'd hear a loud thunk. She done fell off. Yeah. When I had the whole heart thing happen, she went and lived with my dad. My dad took her and took care of her, and I think a lot of people asked, even my dad asked when I was going to get her back, and I think that kind of went both ways. I think she needed him and he needed her more than I needed her, so I just let him keep her out there. He was always talking about her, you know. He's retired, so he sits in his chair a lot and everything. And she was a lap cat. She really was. And he said he would give me just specific details about what all she did. And, you know, I'm thinking, yeah, I know that. He does that. And he said, yeah, she talks to me every morning. I'm like, yeah, she's a talker in the morning. He's got this big picture window with a ledge. And he was saying she was always up there watching the birds and the squirrels and all that. He'd come and nap with him. He naps in he got like a recliner chair and he naps in it, and she'd hop up in his lap and nap in his lap. Yeah, we're gonna bale all this straw. This is soybean straw, so we'll bale it and then we'll sell it when the time comes. I think we said January is like the best time. Let's see. Let me get down to this. Yeah, it looks like a soybean straw, January. I think that's probably the peak time for all straw. So that's the soybean straw there. Looks like December, January might be the peak. There's regular straw, so it's about the same, December, January. And then corn straw. I want to make sure I wasn't crashing. Where's corn straw? I think it's under corn stalks. It's technically what it is. So yeah, it looks like December, January. So we'll have stuff to sell then. We've got some crop that we can sell too. Coming up, we got some oats that we can sell. We've got the soybeans we'll hang on to because those are really better to sell towards, you know, June, July-ish. I think we got some, don't we have some like wheat? Yeah, we got some wheat. And then the barley we'll hang on to. We're actually going to take that. We do have some canola as well. We'll be selling the canola soon. We will probably hit it with the windrower. I think I've still got the windrower down here, so we'll have to hit it up north and down here too. I've been debating whether to bale it or not. I think it still makes sense to bale it right now because we are doing the 240 big bales. So transport wise, I think it's still logical to bale it. But eventually when we get a larger tractor and a larger forage wagon, we'll probably just pick it up with a forage wagon in the future. Right now our current forage wagon holds 120,000. Those go up to 240,000, I believe. The ones that we have. Yeah, 240 is what it looks like. I'm guessing it's that way probably pretty much on most of them that we got from Mr. Stevie. But right now you do the math. Let's see, those are the straw bales. You know what? I don't know what the size of the soybean straw bales are. I know the regular straw bales, I think they're 9,000 liters. And the pickup thing will only hold 14. Unless we get the auto loader. We do have the auto load trailer thing in here. And I'm assuming it'll hold 240 bales. I'm never tested 240 bales with it. Well, that says 490. Who makes 490? It says it'll hold 120 to 490. Am I reading that right? 490? How do you make your bales 490? I'm intrigued. I'm assuming it's probably like a mod or something. Most of the balers, you look at the big balers, they go from 180 to 240. All of these go to 240. Even the Colossus only goes to 245.
What
But,
about the cotton bales?
How big are the cotton bales?
I don't know.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what it is. That might be what it is, because the cotton bales, the brown John Deere bales, are 10,000 liters. And the large square bales are 40,000. So that might be cotton bales. How much does that hold? It holds a lot. Goes up to 238 on the round bales and then 490 on those big bales. I don't know, that'd be something to test out, I guess. If we go that route. Because I don't think we're gonna wrap any bales anymore. At least not on here. Because if it's grass or alfalfa or clover, we're gonna pick that up with the forage wagon and haul that to the harvest stores. We'll just skip the whole baling process. Uh-oh. Oh man, you still there? Am I still here? Am I still here? Can I get a radio check? Nope, that was old man. He gone. He's got some storms going through his area too up there. Can I get a radio check? Breaker 19, breaker 19. This is the Grain Arcade. I need a radio check out there. I've got your ears on. Am I still live? We're still recording, so YouTube can hear me. Hello YouTube, how you guys? I might not still be live, I don't know. Old man might have just dropped the mic and said, okay, you can hear me good. Old man might have just dropped the mic and maybe had to go take a 10-100 and stop in the Choke and Puke and grab him a bite to eat and he's got some storms going through his area too, so he might have had something happen. Funny thing is, it's still kind of storming here. Like it's still thundering, but it's not matching the radar. that. Yeah, he could have lost internet. True. That internet's a funny thing. Back when I still had the cable internet, it would go out quite often. Mine would go out, it usually went out once a year. And I'd have to call them, and they'd come out and do a whole check on all the equipment inside, and everything. And I'd be like, look, I know what the problem is. It's up here where there's like a junction kind of box thing. I said, it's probably got stuff growing in it again. Because apparently the part of it was open or something all the time, or squirrels got up there and damaged it or something and it made it open. But anyway, dirt would get in there, and then water would get in there, and I guess grass seeds would get in there from the wind blowing them or whatever, and then stuff would just start growing in there. They'd come out and clean that out, and it worked fine after that. I haven't had really any issues with the fiber internet, knock on wood. Fiber internet has been pretty reliable. But I want to say that one's buried under the ground for the most part. I wish our power was too. I don't know that will ever be put underground, but I wish it was. Alright, so I was able to do that whole field. Back down and grab the corn there. We got that cornfield. We got that cornfield right over yonder, and then another cornfield way kind of up there. I'll come back and hit those later on. Oh, that is you. That's old man right there. He's in chat. He lost internet. So you did lose internet. Okay. And I'm planning on coming and plowing up these open lots like this. We bought this one. We mowed the meadow grass out of it. So what I'll probably do is mow the meadow grass one more time. I think it's ready. And mow again. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to come down and plow that out. And I don't know what I'm going to put in there as far as like the crops, but be a grass field, it could be a clover field, it could be an alfalfa field, it could be a corn field, it could be a bean field, it could be a wheat field, it could be a barley field, it could be canola, it could be sorghum, it could be anything. I think probably the important stuff here in Judith Plains, Montana would probably be corn, beans, and barley. Those probably would probably be at the top of the list, because you can do wheat and oats and sorghum, for extra flour at the flour mill. But corn, you can do a lot with corn here. You can make corn flour, you can make corn oil, you can do silage with it. A lot to do with corn here. There he is. Hang on, I gotta give you talk power again, don't I? Hang on. Saving the game. Please stand by for news. Welcome back, old man.
Well, thank you. I'm just hoping. I was pulling down the auger wagon, and I was going over the bridge when I lost internet.
Oh.
So I'm hoping the tractor's still on the bridge.
Out in the river?
And not in the river. Because that would not be good.
No. The combine's still running here, good. Oh, let's see. Oh, there it is. Where are we? Okay, you're under the bridge. Were you under the bridge before?
No, I was on top of the bridge.
Yeah, now you're under the bridge now. You landed on your feet at least.
At least. Well, it landed on the right side and not the pond.
Yeah, not the pond side.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm gonna bring the truck up there.
In a house with 3 gamers in it. And everybody's playing games. It's
So they lost their internet too.
Everybody lost internet. And both my sons, they play like Arma and those first person shooter games.
Uh-huh. Very demanding games.
Yeah.
When was this?
Oh, about 10 minutes ago, I lost internet.
Oh.
It's funny because both those storms I was supposed to get, they went north
Oh.
of me. So they didn't even hit me.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming it was.
Yeah.
Just guess I didn't hear it because I was outside dealing with the animal.
The animal. Sounds like a wrestler's name. Now coming to the ring, weighing in at 325 pounds, the animal.
Oh, he was a good wrestler.
Is that actually a wrestler?
Yeah, Animal. Yeah, he was part of the Road Warriors.
Oh, I was just talking about my dog.
Really? He was the animal?
Yeah, I forget the other guy's name. If it's Hawk or no. But one of them was, I believe it was the Road Warriors, and somebody in chat can probably tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I think he was part of the Road Warriors.
What was he in the WWF?
Yeah, it would have been the WWF back then.
It's just fine back there.
Hawk is Stink.
Hawk and Animal, they were tag team. They were during the era of like Hulk Hogan, Iron Sheik, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, all those really good wrestlers.
Oh, is that the guy they based Shrek off of?
I don't know about that, but
He
I know.
looks like Shrek.
I mean, you could probably pull him up on YouTube.
Without his makeup, he looks like Shrek.
Oh, you got a picture of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to post that in Discord or not, though. He's really hairy.
Yeah, Iceman's right. They were part of the Legion of Doom.
He really does look like Shrek, though.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Let me post that one. There, anybody that just comes into Discord randomly is going to be really confused by this, because I posted a picture to Baywatch Babe, Erica Elenick, or however you say her name. Posted a picture of her as Ellie Mae Clampett, and then they're going to see this picture of this really hairy guy. And then Trent's picture is right in the middle, and it shows the horse then and the horses now. The trailer.
There's no Discord for you.
Yeah. Con reacted to the image.
Yeah, that does look like Shrek.
I think I need to follow it up with the Glenda the Good Witch pictures I was gonna do a while ago. He does look like Shrek, doesn't he? I think that's who they based it off of.
If he was green, yeah, he would be Shrek.
Hang on, let me put Glenda the Good Witch in there. So here's the old Glenda the Good Witch. And here's the really hot Glenda the Good Witch, Michelle Williams. Here you go. That was, I think that's the only time she played Glenda the Good Witch, was in Oz the Great and Powerful. Where is your combine going on, man?
Like moonwalking backwards.
Are you doing that? Are you in it? Are you still here?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
see
I was
Lawson.
here, but I was kind of looking, but that's not the animal I'm thinking of.
He's looking at Glenda
That's
the Good
George
Witch.
the Animal Steele. I was looking at Discord. That's George the Animal Steele. He used to take the turnbuckles and kind of like chew them up.
That's not the animal you're thinking of? That's what Google
No,
said.
Hawk and the Animal were the Road Warriors, but that's George the Animal Steele.
Oh, are you talking about this guy, maybe? Hang on. Talking about that guy? Guess there's more than one animal in the world of professional wrestling. Wow, I did the enhanced vehicle GPS, and the in-game GPS looks like it lined up perfectly with it almost. I just hit a random spot. Well, I take that back. It's leaving a skipper now. It's raining. I can't go hobby horsing. He's thinking Bautista. Are you thinking of Bautista? I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Bautista. Is he the animal too? Oh, these lines. Hang on. I wonder about these lines. Yeah, these lines are crooked. Look at that. I guess because this field is kind of weird. Over there on the east edge.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. Pretty sure he had the nickname the animal. Batista the animal. Batista. Ring names: Batista, De Batista, Deacon Batista, Khan. I don't remember that. Maybe they just labeled him the animal or something. I don't know. You'll hear about Ric Flair. They diagnosed him with cancer, apparently.
I'm back.
Welcome back. What? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this GPS system. Are we just breaking the game? Show me the lines. Well, they do go at an angle. Maybe that was a short line there or something? I don't know why we're going off in that direction though. Leave the lines on for a minute. Hold this out here. Oh no. Now he's got Batista riding a hobby horse. You know, he's not that size anymore.
No, he lost weight.
Yep. So in this map, if you buy the dairy, where would you sell your extra goat milk? Go to your thing and see where it says it. Should tell you in there. Let's see. Wait for the save.
It's only at the dairy. That's it.
It's the only place you can sell it?
You can buy it from the warehouse. Buy it from the warehouse. Sell at the dairy. That's about it.
Goat milk. Yeah, you can't sell it at the warehouse either. I would get the sell anything mod. That's what I would do. That is in the mod hub. I'm assuming that's for consoles too. It's just a sell point that takes everything.
I would think so.
I think we have it in here. Construction selling points. Yeah, so you got this one that looks like that. So you have this one. You have some that are like just the grates. See them over to the left there. It only costs $1,000 for this, but you can sell. I would say you probably can sell your goat milk there. There are others. I think there's another one that looks like an actual building. You really would have thought you could sell your goat milk at the farmer's market.
Yeah, I would think that too. Oh, are you able to sell bottled milk? Oh yeah, if you bottle it, you can sell it more places.
Oh. So there you go. Bottle your goat milk.
You got Applebee's all the way down to Subway store.
There you go. Bottle your goat milk. Where do you bottle your goat milk at?
Might have to do a production.
Which one would that be, though? Probably a factory or something. Where do you bottle your milk at? Like a
You know,
bottling?
I didn't have Steve's stuff in 22. I know he had a bottler.
I bet there's something in here that does it. Reserve food factory? No, that's for vegetables and stuff, isn't it?
Looks. Can the dairy bottle goat milk?
I don't know.
At least the placeable factory one, you can put goat milk in and then get bottled goat milk back out.
There you go. Bottle your goat milk. Yeah, even Kimmy said the dairy. Never had goat milk.
I've never had that either.
My grandpa used to always talk about goat cheese, but I've never had that either. He used to talk about government cheese too. And then I had a friend at work that he was in the military, and they actually, when they canceled the government cheese, they took all the government cheese that existed and they buried it somewhere up north. Don't know where
Government
exactly.
cheese.
Yeah, they buried a whole bunch of government cheese. It was like blocks of government cheese that they buried. They just dug these big holes and buried it all.
It was so different about government cheese.
I don't know, but he said that was the best cheese, government cheese. It probably had something bad in it. Make it taste good.
Well, of course.
Yeah. No. If it melts, then it's better than Dollar Tree cheese. Maybe that was a bad batch that they buried or something. Apparently they used underground like bunkers and stuff to store cheese. Here's what government cheese looked like. It's basically like a Velveeta box. You know the blocks of cheese you can get, the big Velveeta ones. Kind of look like that a little bit. Oh, that's a pretty detailed explanation there. Yep, there's even President Reagan with a block of government cheese. There's all kinds of cheese. Swiss cheese, cheddar cheese, American cheese, blue cheese, feta cheese, provolone cheese, Parmesan cheese. There's all kinds of cheese. I feel like I should be saying shrimp right there. There's all kinds of shrimp. Kind of like bubble gum shrimp. There's all kinds of shrimp. Lemon shrimp, pepper shrimp, coconut shrimp. You can fry it, boil it, broil it, saute it. Shrimp soup, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp and potatoes, shrimp burgers. That's about it. I actually probably missed a few right there because it's been a minute since I saw them. Shrimp is the fruit of the sea. Shrimp kebab, yep. Stir fry, deep fry. Hello, Farmer Mix. How's it going? We're cutting beans. The train. You hear the plane. I don't see the plane, but I hear it. Oh, there it goes. Going that way. I need to empty this combine. Yeah, I think we'll skip the Class 7 combines and just go on to the what we're calling the Class 8 combines. Some of those I may still put the you know, we've got that big 19.2 meter header. We can probably run them like the bigger ones once we get to that point. And if we do it like this, some of the pipes are not long enough to run a tipper beside them, but if we run it like this and we've got the capacity where all we got to do is just run the combine and then keep a truck on the side of the field, then we should be able to use those headers. The only one that we can't use is when we do the GMO rice. It has to be the 16 meter header. That'll be okay. You can use a different size header for the GMO rice. When we get to that point. Yep, I need to mow some more grass, looks like. Looks like December for the canola. January for the oats. And probably January for the wheat. I still think those will be December, maybe. We'll look at it. We'll look at it again. pretty busy day cutting beans. I think we'll do tomorrow getting the corn. Got a few fields of corn out there. Got 3 fields of corn down here. I think that's it. We'll be done with the harvesting part. Got to do some grass. Do some clover and alfalfa. I'll work on that. I'll work on raking a lot of this soybean straw up. I'll go ahead and finish this field out. And do a lot of raking today. That's what I see in my plans probably today. Alright, let's go raid out to John. He just went live. Make sure you follow so you know when we go live. Alright, so make sure you hit subscribe on YouTube and then follow this channel as well. Till the next time, guys, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.